Get your Bobby Bones on. Come on.
There is a Bobbycast up today with Jessica Andrews, who had I am Rosemary's granddaughter, the spitting image of my father. She was 15. Signed a record deal. It's an interesting story about a kid who has massive success, but also, like, go for that, but stay for the crazy psycho stalker story and why she just has disappeared from public life. Sucks. Really enjoy talking with her. And her Instagram's private. She's got out of that. But I felt like it was super generous of her to come over and spend an hour just going over it. But that's the Bobbycast that's up now. Okay, so a few things. Number one, I want to start with, I have a clip of, and I don't mean this in a disrespectful way, but of Eddie being annoying.
Oh,
why would we even play that if you don't mean it in a disrespectful way?
it's just you talking, so.
And it isn't. Remember the...
Is it just me talking?
No, it isn't. Remember the one thing, we all found like things that we would change about each other? Like Amy brought the bit, and I was like, here's the thing about Eddie. And I said, you do something.
The leader one?
What?
Is that the one like I'm not a leader?
No. Who said that?
You did yesterday.
No, I didn't say you're not a leader. I said you're a great follower.
No, Lunchbox said that I can't think for myself, and then you followed that up with you're not a leader.
I think you're... There can be too many chefs, not enough cooks. I think you're an A-plus cook.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I
don't think you're a chef, but I think you're a chef as a dad, no doubt. You're a great dad, but I'm only talking about one aspect. When you randomly you just go woo for no reason, and I'm like, why do you just need to like get on, like have your voice heard?
No, just bring excitement to the show.
Okay, I just want to play. I just want to play it for you. Ray, would you play it? I'm glad my performance can move you to tears.
Woo! And you got paid.
Nice.
Just kind of out of nowhere.
No need for that there.
He just, I don't know why he does it.
Do we want clips of Lunchbox going woo? Like I can do that too.
No. There's a time to go woo as well, but randomly yours just come out of nowhere.
Woo! What? Play it again.
Go ahead. I'm glad my performance can move you to tears.
Woo! And you got paid.
Nice.
I think there's just a gap.
That's
sometimes.
exciting.
No, I think you just want
whatever you did brought you to tears. Woo!
Yeah. Anyway,
awesome.
That wasn't that woo. It's a different woo.
Woo! Woo!
It's a different woo.
What do you
I like
mean?
woo.
That's the same
okay.
woo.
Anyway, I was just showing you that happened today.
You did not pick that. Who picked that?
I did because I heard you do it and said, Mike, we pull that clip.
You did?
Yeah.
Woo!
That's all. It's not a big deal, but we talked about it, and you're like, I don't know that I do that, and so I let you hear it because it's for no reason.
Okay.
That's all.
Yeah, no problem. I'll stop doing it.
All good.
Woo!
Hey, yesterday we're talking about the Karen Reed trial for like 45 minutes, and not to get fully back on it, but it's happening again, the retrial. And so I have a clip, and I'm not going to play all this clip, but do I have the clip? So the reporter that's in the documentary, the blonde female reporter, is talking about how one of the jurors is now on her defense team from the first trial.
Excuse me.
Yeah, because she's like, there's a total conspiracy, and so she's a lawyer, but she was there the whole time, but she was a juror that wasn't a main juror. What do you call those?
Alternate.
Thank you. Play it.
A juror from Karen Reed's first trial is now going to be one of Karen Reed's lawyers. Let me say that again. A juror from Karen Reed's first trial is now going to be one of Karen Reed's lawyers. It is Wednesday, March 26th. I'm Christina Rex. I'm a reporter for WBZ. I've covered this case from the beginning. One of the jurors from Karen Reed's first trial is Victoria George. And I know her name, and I've been able to release her name because she has spoken to me, most recently released a statement through me with her name back on March 5th. She is an attorney. She's a civil attorney, and she hasn't been practicing for a little bit. She was an alternate juror in Karen Reed's first trial. So she was there for the entire case, and then on the day of closing arguments, she got picked out of the rolly machine with the numbers. Her number got picked as an alternate. So she wasn't actually part of deliberations. Then this morning on the docket, her name and her BBO number, her attorney number, were listed as filing an appearance as an attorney.
So she watched the whole thing as a juror, alternate juror, because you have to watch it though. In case somebody goes down, you got to jump in as a juror. She doesn't go into the final when they fight about it, but yeah. So she's like, this is such bullcrap that I'm now going to be a lawyer on her team. I also found out how she has money to pay for all this.
How?
They're doing it for free. And there are also donations from people who are paying for like the experts they have to fly in. Oh. But the attorneys are doing it for free because they're like, this is an absolute injustice. It's a complete conspiracy against her. We're not making any money.
Wow.
Whoa.
Wow, that's big.
That's big because they can make a ton of money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here are some current updates.
Let's just buzz through a few things that happened yesterday because I didn't get a chance to tell you. The judge approved the buffer zone, same 200 feet as last time, but it has been extended a little bit now. The area that's like a lawn area that's to the left of the courthouse is also now a part of the buffer zone. So that's where most of the Free Karen Read supporters spent their time during the last trial. And now that area is prohibited for that type of activity that is like advocating or wearing certain T-shirts, etc. Also,
By the way, same judge, I think, is doing this one. I'd fact check
That
that.
doesn't make sense.
Check that. And she may look just like the same judge. It looked to me like the same judge. But isn't it crazy? A juror is like, that was such bullcrap. I'm now going to go and represent her. Because you can legally. She's not doing anything wrong.
Oh, yeah, she's the same judge.
How crazy is that?
Yeah, that's crazy. What's also crazy too is that you can be an alternate juror and like go through everything they're going through, but you don't make a difference. Like you don't say anything.
You
Yeah.
don't at the end because you're only there
If
in
someone
case somebody gets
breaks
sick,
an ankle.
dies.
That's like a backup quarterback. That's tough.
You are.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're the ultimate Quincy Carter.
Nah, he started eventually.
Yeah, but then he didn't
But-
after like
but he
3
did.
games. Yeah. Yeah, so no, we're not spend a bunch of time talking about that, but my algorithm is all Karen Read now.
Yeah, same.
So does she have the same main lawyer
Yes.
as she did before? Okay.
Alan
Freaking
Jackson.
Jackson.
Alan Jackson.
Alan.
Alan.
There's no way they find her guilty.
How far are they into the new trial? Has it been
A couple
going
weeks.
Okay.
I believe a couple weeks, if I'm just going from memory. But I'm trying not to read everything about it every day because I don't want to become obsessed with
Yeah,
it.
you will be.
The Karen Read trial resuming today. They
It's
say it's
expected
going to be
last-
6 to 8 weeks.
Yeah, 6 to 8 weeks.
But I don't really know how long
Wow.
it's
It's a
been.
long time.
As of today, they are on day 15.
So 2 weeks up
Mm-hmm.
to the trial.
So,
Eddie, you change your mind?
Nah, I still think she did it.
oh my gosh.
I can't.
You know they
convince-
sold their house
I
too?
can't. Oh, who, the Arnolds or whatever?
The same
The
ones
house.
that ripped up their floor and got rid of their dog.
Oh my gosh.
Oh boy,
They sold their house. And you could be like, well,
the market's good.
market's good. Or they didn't want people coming by it, but still it's a terrible look.
Oh, that's true.
But it's a terrible look. And they sold it for under
No,
They're going to get
it's
out.
worse and worse. They gave him a deal.
what
Great
I read
deal.
was they sold it for under what market value was. It's so shady. It's so shady.
Definitely is.
Scientists have revealed the best way to store your eggs. Turns out you should lay them on their side, not store them upright, because upright, taller, not body eggs.
Well, why do they
chicken
put them in
eggs.
the carton
Oh.
upright?
Yeah, but I don't know.
That's a
But-
good point.
I mean,
Amy.
well, I guess it's
For sta-
less
for
storage.
space.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, if you lay them all sideways, the carton would be a lot bigger.
Right. But
So it confirms that eggs are stiffer vertically. They resist deformation more, but challenges the idea. It just says if you want your eggs to actually last longer, be stronger, put them on their side.
Side?
Is that a side?
Yeah.
Because it's all the same. So I don't know if
It's
it's,
an oval.
but I guess it's the yeah.
yeah.
And what do
So,
you mean stronger? Like I don't understand why you need your eggs to be stronger.
They'll last longer, not go
Okay.
bad.
Got it.
Have y'all seen that girl on TikTok that hatched a little baby chicken from her Trader Joe's eggs?
No way.
But I'm like,
That
could this
can't
be
be
real?
real.
Yeah,
Real.
she put step by step how she did it. She
Step
like,
1, optical illusion. Step 2,
Edit
buy a
video.
little chicken.
She, I don't know what you call it, but she nurtured, incubated,
Mm-hmm.
whatever. She got a dozen eggs from Trader Joe's, and at least out of the 12, she tried it on all of them, but 1 or 2 hatched.
That's wild.
And there was little baby chicken just came out. Correct. But then I'm like, is that for real? I don't know.
That's pretty crazy. Another story,
Because I believe everything I see.
a little update. Amy, if I say the name Xavier,
Yeah.
not Xavier, but Xavier,
Mm-hmm.
what is that name? Who's that remind you of?
Is there like Xavier? Well, no.
Not
it's
Xavier.
Not Xavier?
Xavier.
I know. Xavier. I know. We went over this. Xavier. I need one more hint and I'll get there. I'm close.
A documentary.
A documentary. Okay. I need one more hint.
Are you close?
Sports.
Sports. Okay. Xavier.
He's Chiefsaholic.
Chiefsaholic. Yes, the wolf.
The guy that robbed the
Yeah,
banks.
that's him.
He got 32 years for the Oklahoma robbery.
Wow.
The Kansas City Chiefs superfan was sentenced in an Oklahoma courtroom Monday to 32 years in prison, 2.5 years after authorities caught him in the state as he fled from a local bank robbery. This is the one where he's on the bike specifically.
Yes.
Riding through the neighborhood in the cold.
Yeah, you
What
try
a-
to change in the woods.
What a dummy. His sentence is concurrent, meaning he'll serve an additional 14 and a half years in an Oklahoma penitentiary. He's done.
Oof.
That documentary, a little long, but crazy and good. He was going to away games and robbing banks on the way. He was a massive Chiefs fan, and that's how he funded his lifestyle.
He had great tickets every game.
Great
and he
tickets.
would gamble like a lot. Like a lot.
I was kind of happy for him when he hit those big bets.
He hit that big one, Super Bowl one.
Yeah. Watch it. It's good.
Yeah.
He's on the TV. He's like, we need this. Yeah, you did.
Did you like it? I forget if you reviewed it.
I thought it was, I reviewed it.
I forget how you reviewed it. Sorry.
I also forget how I reviewed it, but I think overall I found it to be interesting.
Tuesday Reviews Day. Let's go around because we did not do it on the first part of the show. I can do Karen Reed trial documentary. We talked about it a lot yesterday. I give it 4.5 pink hoodies. It was really good.
Yeah,
and
but
I felt like they tried their best to not shove people in a direction. I think it was a bit difficult, though, for them to be fully balanced when one side was letting them in and the other side wasn't.
You want me to read you a DM I got from a listener that lives in Boston?
I do. 4.5 pink hoodies out of 5. Amy gave Chiefsaholic 3.5 out of 5 wolves.
There you go. That's not bad for me.
Solid,
A non-sports fan could care less about the Chiefs. 3.5, not bad.
Okay, what is your DM? Now remember, take this with a grain of DM.
Take this with a grain of DM. Okay, I'm going to it, pulling it up.
Can we do
pulling it.
another Tuesday Reviews Day while you're looking?
I got it.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. Hey, Amy. I heard y'all talking about Karen Reed on the podcast. I'm from Boston, and this area overwhelmingly thinks she's innocent. There's so much evidence that didn't get put into these documentaries. The Canton PD was already under federal investigation. A cop was grooming a 14-year-old, got her pregnant at 16. She was found dead. Originally ruled suicide, and then later ruled homicide, and the officer was accused, and other officers were accused of covering it up.
Dang.
I also don't believe that the doc showed the nephew of the homeowner.
By the way, I don't know if this is true. It's all I'm
This is
saying.
all
I don't know
allegedly.
that this is true.
This is allegedly.
So all of this, it's a DM. I don't know that any of this. That's what I was going to say.
NPR, this is me reading a DM.
Yes, go ahead.
This is from the DMer. I also don't believe that the doc showed the nephew of the homeowner that had a bloody and scraped up knuckle the day after and claimed he
I saw
fell
it last
on
night.
ice.
I saw it last
You
night.
saw that?
They showed his bloody knuckles.
Where did you see it last night?
I don't know, my algorithm.
Oh,
and
on okay.
yeah, and they were like, she was showing all the bull crap they had said, and she said, oh, and the nephew with the bloodied up knuckles who fell on ice.
Fell on ice. Yeah.
They didn't show that in the documentary.
I know.
didn't. It was
That's why she's saying they left this out, or that wasn't featured
boy.
there. And she goes on to say, I've been watching the trial, and the homeowners and their family stories are so inconsistent. They also destroyed their phones and SIM cards on military bases. The homeowner, rehomed their 8-year-old dog, ripped up the carpet in their basement, and immediately sold their
Took
house.
their carpet completely out of the basement where they said he might have got beaten
Yeah.
up.
And
That wasn't in the documentary.
Like 3 months after they put in new flooring.
then she said, I can't wait to hear what the rest of the show thinks. It's insane, and I'm not a conspiracy theorist. I respect law enforcement tremendously, but this seems so corrupt. And that's just one of many messages I got from Boston listeners. Like, I have emails that say almost the exact same thing.
I'm very pro police officer, and there has never been a moment that I haven't been. That doesn't mean there aren't bad ones, and it doesn't mean there aren't bad situations, and I think this is a bad situation. But yeah, they didn't talk about the documentary, the knuckles.
yeah.
Because my theory, if I had to bet yesterday, my number one was he got beat up. Somebody beat him up, and they tried to after they didn't mean to kill him, and they put him out. Secondly, close behind, she did it. But first was that because it's all inconsistent. The leaf blower blowing it, and they found the glass to the cocktail glass, whatever it was.
Cocktail
But they
glass.
didn't find all the red pieces of the tail light
Yeah.
until way later. But they found the shards of cocktail glass with the leaf blower. It's just. Oh, yeah, but that's a DM. Who knows what's true?
But the police officer that she is talking about, he was arrested and charged back in 2024, and he pled not guilty. Supposedly, this girl was in the Police Explorer program when she was 12 years old. He groomed her and started, all allegedly, having sex with her when she was 15. She became pregnant at 23 years old, and she told him, hey, you're the father, and she turned up dead.
So
And there was
This is just a
but
random cop,
allegedly
right?
cover
But
up.
this cop has nothing to do with it. What
Right.
the story here is the possible cover up.
Right,
Right.
the cover.
And that if they are rallied together to cover that up, then they'll rally together to cover this up.
My whole problem with it was they were always like, justice for John. And I'm like, you're making justice for John just be she's guilty, when justice for John should be justice for John, like find the person who killed him. If it's not her, it could be somebody else. So, yeah, that's wild.
Yeah, whatevs. I don't know. It's kind of crazy.
There's no way she's found guilty.
No way.
No way.
She might have done it though. She might have done it.
I just don't think so. Again, my number one bet is that he got beat up, and then they didn't mean to kill him, and they threw him out there. That's my number one theory. It was yesterday too.
Ripping out the carpet, the cell in the house, like everything, and you still.
If any of that stuff individually, I would be like, yeah, that's random. Even like throwing the phone away by itself, I'd be like, well, he was.
Yeah, maybe he had some stuff on there he didn't want people to see. Like he's
by
not be so
itself
embarrassed.
in a vacuum, I would go like, I get it. But between throwing the phone away, getting rid of the dog, in a vacuum, I get it. The floor coming out,
Selling the house.
they sell. We could do 100 of these all
keep
together.
The butt dials.
The bloody knuckle.
The 8 butt dials or whatever it was. Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Philadelphia and Pittsburgh topped the list of the most UFO sightings in Pennsylvania. Do you guys get on UFO TikTok at all? Has it ever come to you?
No.
Nope.
It doesn't come to my TikTok.
Man, it freak you out.
Oh.
The Anunnaki are coming back.
The what?
No, you don't.
The
even
what and the
wanna-
what?
The Anunnaki?
You don't even want to know.
Is that a type of
is that that little
alien?
They're not
potato
little.
thing that you
No,
eat?
that's gnocchi.
Yeah, that is a
That's
type of
gnocchi.
pasta, man.
Yeah, that's gnocchi. It's a whole different thing.
Okay.
Yeah, so Pittsburgh and Philadelphia, a lot of UFOs.
Oh, I watched something.
Oh, yeah, more of that. Thank you. Tuesday Reviews Day, 4.5. Amy, what'd you watch?
I watched Drop.
I don't know what that is.
Yeah. I didn't either till it popped up as a suggested movie to rent. And I give it 3.5 out of 5 first dates.
But what's it about?
So this girl, Megan, I don't know how to say her last name. Do you, Mike? Do you like
Fahey.
Fahey. She was in White Lotus. I like her a lot. And then
Which character?
what season was that?
Oh, not last season?
She has red hair, reddish
Season-
brownish hair.
I want to say 2.
I don't know.
One or
Unless you
two.
said what character.
She
I
wasn't
wouldn't
in the
know.
latest. She wasn't in Papa No, Papa No.
Papa
She
No.
wasn't in that one. And then Brandon Sklenner or whatever. He's the guy in It Ends With Us. Like he's hot. Did you ever watch that movie with the Blake Lively,
No, I
Justin
never watched
Baldoni?
that.
He's the other main character besides Justin.
Oh, she was the pretty girl that was one of the two couples, and the opposite of the couple, the guy that sold his tech business.
No.
She had the rich boyfriend that
Yes.
was, yeah.
Yeah.
It
I
was
know.
like in finance. Yeah. Okay, go ahead.
So she goes on a first date with him, and I think I can. It's anyway. It was kind of
We'll
intriguing.
take your review.
3.5 out of 5.
Thank you.
First dates.
When she starts going, I think I can't. Nope, we're going to end that right now.
I know. I rented it, so I paid to watch this.
Oh, really?
And I don't know that I would pay for it again, but it entertained me just enough.
Tuesday Reviews Day, Lunchbox.
I watched a show on Hulu called Paradise.
Yeah, that's what we.
What?
Nothing.
Go ahead.
My mom said it was really good. It's like end of the world kind of stuff. And it was all right. I thought it was entertaining. I didn't think it was amazing. I gave it 3.5 presidents out of 5.
Cool. You guys should check that out.
Cool, man. I've never
Yeah.
heard of it.
Cool.
We all watched that so long ago.
But I'm glad your mom told you about it.
Every
though.
one of us reviewed that, I think.
We talked about it at length.
Yeah.
All of you watched it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we've all watched it.
We watched it
Oh, well.
together.
Oh, yeah. I didn't know that. Sorry, I wasn't in
Well,
on the
not-
group watch.
But no, we did it because we were all talking about it here. You
Yeah.
were here.
Yeah, we watched that.
Oh,
Did
Glad
he
you-
spoil something?
Yeah,
Oh.
kind of.
I didn't.
I think.
I
he
think
did.
I did maybe.
No, right now I think
He
Lunchbox
kind of
just
did too, but that's okay. Morgan,
the first
any,
episode.
Any
It
Tuesday,
tells
but,
you.
but you don't know the twist. You literally think it's just a show about the president from all the previews.
I just read what I read online.
It did not say that as the synopsis.
Who knows now? It could have now.
Really?
But at the beginning, we were very sensitive because the whole idea of that show was the president dies and they're trying to figure it out, and you don't know anything else.
I mean, right here on the premise it says. I mean, I won't read it, but it says it right here.
Yeah, okay.
mean,
It definitely could have changed since it's been out longer, for sure. Here's what I see about the overview. A security service team is tasked with safeguarding a former president.
I think that's all you can
That's
say.
literally the overview, the whole thing written here.
Well, I guess then this is a different.
Lunchbox.com?
He's on Wikipedia.
Yeah.
Oh, Wikipedia, of
Well, they
course.
tell you the whole
They tell
story.
you
Different.
everything on Wikipedia.
They're gonna tell you how
Oh.
it ends.
Yeah, they get. Okay, Morgan.
Yeah, I have two that I watched on Netflix.
Go ahead.
I watched the 4 seasons. It has Steve Carell in it.
Oh, I've started that.
I really like it. It was a super easy watch. It was just funny. It was about like 4 different couples and they're good friends and just life happens. And I give that one 3.5 out of 5 Cars. And then Nona's, which is with, who's the guy from Dodgeball? The main guy. Vince Vaughn. Sorry, I'm talking to myself. He was like, it's based on a true story about this restaurant in, I believe it's New York, and it's all the Nonas who are the chefs, all these different Nonas from across the world. And it's based on that story. And I also really like that one. Both of them were easy, fun watches. So 3.5 out of 5 pastas on that one.
I did go to IMDb to read the description of Paradise, which we have all watched. And the official description is a Secret Service agent investigates the murder of a former president in a seemingly peaceful community.
About it.
Yeah. And that's real. Anything else is kind of a spoiler. Eddie?
Oh, Body in the Snow. That's just what I just saw recently. I give it 4.5.
Yeah, right.
Oh, 4.5 broken taillights.
Nice.
Loved it.
Mike?
I also watched the 4 seasons, but like we're talking about spoilers. Websites are spoiling shows all the time right now. Anytime like a finale airs, they put a headline that just changes how you feel about it. And this show got spoiled for me.
Was there a finale, or did they load them all at once? Or did they just say what the final episode was?
They just say what the final episode is.
Yeah, that's.
Why'd you do that?
Wait,
They,
Lunchbox just
they
did
put
it.
they put a character up there. They put the headline, so even if you don't click it, you already know.
Yeah, that sucks. I went to Wikipedia. Episode 3. Apparently, this happens.
Has anyone started the Star Wars
Nah,
Andor?
I haven't.
Yeah, I've been watching it.
Nope.
You guys were kind of wishy-washy on me starting it, not knowing enough about Star Wars.
I think it's more because I've been kind of confused watching season 2. The first season came out like 3 years ago. So
I
I've
didn't
been
know
trying
that.
to keep up with it, trying to recall what happened. And I think that's more why. I think if you watch them back to back, you'll be totally fine.
Families awarded a nice payday after a dine and dash mistake. So Peter and Ann McGear took their kids to the Horse and Jockey restaurant. They put out $200. They left, no knowledge of the drama. Management at the pub falsely believed they had pulled the old dine and dash and went to social media and called them out and shamed them.
So they just left cash on the table without. That's weird. That's not normal practice.
Why? Yeah, yes, it is.
You pay, right? Like, and then you get a receipt.
You can also leave enough cash on the table and be like, I do that all the time.
Oh, I've never done that.
Yeah, and I wait at
risky.
tables.
Yeah, because you don't want change back. So, like, let's say the
you
bill's
just leave it in
$150
there.
and you leave $175 or whatever, and you walk out.
It's probably more common to do a credit card, but yeah, that's not an issue at all. Management at the pub, again, they were upset. They now credit it to an inexperienced staff member who neglected to put the payment in. The family sued after bad press affected the family's reputation, and they were given $93,000.
Dang, that's
Glad Bible.
awesome.
That sucks. They didn't pay, and all of a sudden they're shamed online for being someone who dined and dashed. That sucks.
You know what I hear there? Inexperienced person that didn't put it in, aka put the money in his pocket, was hoping he was going to keep that $200.
I don't hear that specifically. I don't know, but I know that would suck to be that family, and all of a sudden you're on social media not paying a bill. That's embarrassing. And now they got $93,000 for their pain and suffering.
That's cool.
That's pretty cool. That's worth it, though.
Yeah.
Men are shaving off their eyelashes.
What? What men?
How do you shave?
Where?
Whoa,
Same-
how do you do that?
No.
This
It's too close to the eye.
like, what
No.
men, really?
Videos posted to TikTok, Instagram, and X in recent weeks show men braving blades close to their eyes. While some barbers are seen using clippers, others are using scissors. They are cutting off #full face no mascara movement. Why are dudes doing it, though?
I don't know.
Yeah, that makes no sense.
My brother
To look more
pulled them all.
masculine, because eyelashes are long and feminine. That's
Oh,
why.
are they really?
What?
Yeah.
I would.
Women tell me all the time, I wish I had your eyelashes.
They tell you all the time.
All the time,
You
man.
can't go anywhere without it.
And I'm like, these things?
These old things.
Yeah, see, if I had lashes like that, I wouldn't get rid of them.
Most Americans have financial anxiety and has taken a toll on their bodies. With rising costs and limited access to professional support, 7 in 10 Americans say their financial anxiety is at an all-time high. A survey of 2,000 people found 76% of respondents feel alone in their efforts to calm money-related issues and stress. The heightened financial pressure has taken a toll. 1 in 5 said their mental health has declined over the past year, and 40% have taken a mental health day off from work or school
Because of financial?
because of,
The
yes,
stress.
the stress of it.
Amen.
Any long-term stress because you have 4 children?
Yes, dude. I'm stressed out all the time.
That it's really about that more than
No. It's financial because I can have I'm pretty stress free for the most part, and my wife knows now that if she's going to talk to me about money, because she does all our finances, she does everything. I don't really know how much money we have. She kind of just controls. She pays all the bills, and so when she has to talk to me about the finances, it's usually not good, and it just stresses me out.
She has to talk to you when?
She pushes it till the very last minute. She's like, "Hey, there's going to be an expense I need to talk to you about." And then we sit down, we talk about it, and then I have to take 30 minutes to go walk, think about it, blow off some steam a little bit, and then we can rationally talk about it.
Does she talk about it as this is an expense? I'm gonna be her voice that I've already had to pay, or an expense that's coming up that we have to pay.
That's coming up and we have to pay.
Got it.
Yeah. No, she never does the we already spent this. Because it's kind of more of hey, we're going to have to do this. I want to let you know before you freak out or you look at the account and you freak out that it's different. Here's what happened. Because, man, I stress
Do you ever get
out.
angry?
Yeah, sometimes. Every time I get home and there's a Amazon box, I get a little angry.
That trigger you a little bit?
Yep.
Do you need to know what's in the box to untrigger you?
No, because I usually know what's in the box. It's not for me.
But it could be something that she's ordered for the house.
Yeah, it is. A planter.
Shampoo,
We don't need any more plants. We don't need any.
So the plants are an
What
issue.
if you
out
were
here.
ordering something for grilling?
I don't.
Really?
Literally, I don't. I'm telling you.
Or what if you're golfing?
I don't order that. I don't.
No, you go do that.
No, I don't.
It's an expense.
I haven't bought a box of golf balls in
But do you
ever.
golf?
Yeah,
Okay.
sure. No, I'm just saying.
But,
sure-
but that doesn't come to the house in a box.
I understand, but he's triggered by the box.
Yes.
She might be like, "Oh, you're golfing again."
She doesn't because it's not that often. And she'll be hey, go play golf. 'Cause
It's not that often.
She knows that. No, it's not. And she knows that it's not. She knows that it makes me feel better when I go play golf.
Well, that's a dumb reason, but it's not. He doesn't play golf that much.
I really don't.
I don't even think once a week.
I used to.
At some point he was.
Yes.
Okay.
But also the whole makes me feel better thing, that's kind of a dumb argument.
She does. She'll be like, hey, go play golf because I know
She
it'll make
just
you
wants
feel
you
better.
away for 4
Maybe.
hours.
Yeah, she's
That's
annoyed
it.
with you, and she's like, "Get out of the house."
Travel and Leisure, and I bring this story up for Eddie and Lunchbox, releases their best U.S. cities to retire list.
Oh man,
Come on.
give it to me.
But you guys aren't retiring.
I know, but I want to
Tell me
imagine
the cities
this.
though. Let me just picture. I'll look at real estate.
In the southeast, Waycross, Georgia.
Let me check that out.
Is that by the water?
Dude, I don't know.
Because
Las
we-
Vegas, New Mexico. Did you know it was Las Vegas, New Mexico?
Never knew that.
Do you think people just get there and they're old and they're confused?
They're like, where
I'm
are
going
the
to move
lights?
to Vegas to retire, eh?
Eddie, Waycross does not look like it's by the water, man.
Then
I'm
not my place.
Las Vegas, New Mexico is by the water.
What water in New Mexico?
World.
Oh, a lake, a big old lake.
Gotta be. Dang, that looks pretty cool.
Really, Vegas, New Mexico?
Yeah, there's a Holiday Inn Express right off of set 25.
Well, that's cool.
Annie, Tienditas, and Barbecue. Yeah, anyway, it's a bunch of little towns here. I've never heard of them. Travel and Leisure with that.
Man, that'd be so awesome.
ACM Awards are going to stay on Amazon Prime for the next 3 years. Yeah, congrats to those guys. Not 3 years. I remember the first year they announced they were doing it on Amazon. I guess I've done all 3 years on that now, but everybody was like, really? Streaming? To do an award show?
What's the difference now?
Now,
Yeah.
more people are watching. Yeah, it's
And then you don't have to have the
cutting edge.
Prime
Yep.
membership to watch it.
Yep, and no
So-
commercials.
That's cool.
There are little things that come through, but there's not like full commercial breaks. It's streamed since 2022, so 2022. I think I've done all of them
3
since they went to
years.
Amazon.
I think so
Yeah.
too.
So yeah, congratulations to those guys. It's pretty cool.
And Eddie, it's 1 hour and 17 minutes from Waycross, Georgia to the beach.
Oh, an hour's nice.
Okay, I thought you wanted to live right
I'd like
on the
that.
beach.
Well, that'd be the dream, man.
Hey, we never talked about Mother's Day. I know it's Tuesday now. How did Mother's Day go, Eddie?
It's pretty good. I mean, I would say that for the first time, I kind of did really well, and I didn't have to plan anything. My wife really didn't want to do anything. She said she wanted to go to her room and watch TV and have breakfast as a family, but that's it. And so I made the boys clean the whole house. I made the boys clean her car.
Wow.
I made the boys water all the plants. They cut the grass, watered the plants outside. It was awesome. I didn't even do anything.
That's what I was gonna say. What did you do?
Nothing. It was awesome. Just told them what to do.
And they did it because it was Mother's Day. They listened.
Well, what happened was 2 of them forgot it was Mother's Day, and I don't even know if they forgot it was Mother's Day because I told them that it was Mother's Day, but they just didn't think about wishing my wife a happy Mother's Day.
I don't think kids really know it's Mother's Day when they're so young.
I bought a balloon that said Happy Mother's Day and flowers all over the table.
And that should do it, yeah.
They should have known. And my wife was like, don't tell them. I'll just wait to see when they do it. And they never did.
Ever?
Like, maybe one of them said it at 9 o'clock at night.
But then why were they doing all the chores?
They just thought that they were in trouble. I'm like, you idiots. you guys are so dumb.
That's funny. Amy, what about you, Mother's Day?
Yeah, it was really good. Church, brunch, just got a card. My card is funny. The one that my daughter picked out, it had a little, I guess when she picked it out, I think she liked that it had a bird on it. But it was one of those cards. Y'all know that they have cards now that have QR codes in them, and you can scan the QR code and give them a gift card right there through the QR. Like, it's a partnership with the card and other companies.
That's cool.
So you can scan the QR code when you're buying the card to gift it to somebody, and then register that card to and put, $50 on it to Amazon if you want to or whatever, right? Well, so I was all excited, and I was like, oh, I got a card with a little gift, and I scanned the QR code. They didn't know that the card even had that. There was
they didn't know what they were getting you.
No QR code gift. It was just the card, but I thought it was kind of funny. Because I was like, oh, y'all got me a gift card to somewhere. And she was like, oh, I didn't even know that was on there. I was like, well, also there's that. And then also cool that they make cards that way now, because you don't have to go get a separate gift card and put it in there. It's just, boom, part of the card.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Lunchbox?
Well, I feel like I got kind of screwed on Mother's Day because no one really made a big deal out of it at all last week. There was nothing saying, hey, Mother's Day is this weekend, and we were hanging out with friends.
Are you Eddie's kid?
Sounds like
we
it.
talked about it on the show.
Yeah, and also you're an adult.
Yeah.
Like, literally, Friday night, we were hanging out with some friends, and the wife was like, oh, so what are you guys doing for Mother's Day? I was like, well, when is it? And she goes, it's Sunday. I was like, oh, that doesn't give me much time to plan anything. So,
but you don't plan anything anyway for anything.
But I mean, I literally had no idea that Mother's Day was Sunday as of Friday night at 8 p.m. So we woke up on Sunday morning. Kids always wake up early, and we're like, well, might as well go to breakfast. We went to eat breakfast at a restaurant. Then we went to the park, let the kids play on the playground. Then we went home, and my wife's like, all right, let's play a board game. And then the kids were like, let's go on a walk. And so my wife went to get the board games, and they took off on the walk. So I went with them, and we were gone for like an hour, and she was waiting for us to play board games. Then we came back and we played some board games, and that was Mother's Day.
I mean, that actually, if you just would have told it like, hey, we went, had some breakfast.
Doesn't sound bad.
It doesn't sound bad. Like, played board game, should play board game. It sounds good. But the whole setup, I didn't even know it was Mother's Day. Friday night, we're out with people, and they're like, did you know they're having a Mother's Day this year?
Yeah, I just didn't know the day. And so we just picked a restaurant that was, by the house, and got there early enough where there was no wait, which was great. And when you paid, they gave you flowers, and I was like, yeah, perfect. So my wife got some yellow flowers.
Yeah, she deserves it all, doesn't she?
She does.
Yeah.
Special
Happy
woman.
Mother's Day.
Ray, give me voicemail number 3.
I know you guys love investing. The next big investment is XRP. It's going to be the next Bitcoin. Everyone's predicting it. That is what I recommend you guys to go buy. Just curious what you guys got going with your investments right now. Love the show. Hope to hear back from you.
I bought a bunch of XRP about a year ago, and it's down. So
That's good, right?
no, it's down since I bought it.
Oh, not good for you.
Yeah. So I'd heard the same. And you can buy it pretty cheap. It's like $2.50.
Oh, yeah, it is. I see it.
But I bought it on Robinhood. I bought a semi-significant amount, but yeah, I know I haven't really made any money from it. But I'm still holding it. Same thing. Boy, Ray, the Royal Caribbean you told me to buy a long time ago is crushing.
Yeah!
By the way, if we don't have our money for the pallet on Friday, our part of it, Amy and I are pulling out of our NVIDIA.
Why are you forcing her into that?
She told me to be the leader of our
I feel like you strong-armed her on that one.
No, she's the one who said that to me out of nowhere.
But
So-
also, I think it's just like sometimes obviously it's going to take something like a threat to get it.
Yeah, so if we don't get our share of the pallet money by Friday, Amy and I are taking our money out. We can reinvest it in it again with our money that we get back from them, do it ourselves. But we'll be pulling it out of that.
Yeah, and I don't want to do that though. So I'd like you to just.
I would
pay us
like
for
to
the
do
pallet.
that because I would. Just
know.
I
have to
think you should, Amy.
I would just take my winnings and move on with life. In this situation, I would cash out. If
I
I me.
feel like you guys are being soft on that. I would like break his legs or something.
Well,
You
it
know what I
might
mean?
come to that.
What?
No, give me my money or you get your legs broken.
It might come to that.
Give me my money.
Amy, who was it that wanted to hire the week? the really weak,
Eddie.
meek gangsters to break legs.
Eddie.
And he wanted to hire like
Little
Tiny
Troy.
Tim.
Little Tommy,
Yeah.
one
and he's like, yeah, we'll
Jimmy.
get us a loan shark. And he's like, ever heard of Petite Patty?
I was
She
trying to
can
think
really
of-
do some damage.
You know what I'm talking about? Like Big Arm Shorty or like.
Yeah, well, that would have been good. Give me number 2, Ray.
I work at a gas station in Shorewood, Illinois. We had a lucky winner win $2 million on a scratch-off ticket, and you guys were just talking about people winning the lottery. The owner gets the money, but also shares it, and it is like we won the lottery because everybody there is going to get a little bit. So I just wanted to share that with you guys. I love listening to you. Have a great morning.
And that's probably different, right?
So the owner gets the gas station part of it, right?
Yeah.
She's not saying the owner bought the ticket.
No, she's saying that, when the owner of the gas station, they sold the winning lottery ticket,
they get like 20 grand or something.
Right, but she's saying that he shares it with the employees.
That's pretty nice owner. You don't have to do that.
Which I don't think every owner does that.
I would imagine they don't. I would imagine, though, a lot of the people working in small gas stations, though, also probably own it.
Sure.
Not all, but some. But yeah, no, good for him. That's awesome. Okay.
How do it's a dumb question. But
no questions are dumb if you really are curious.
If it's an Eddie question, it's probably dumb.
it's probably dumb. But milk at a gas station. How do you you probably are going to lose every time you sell milk, right? Because not everyone's going to buy the milk in the time that it's good.
Well, you don't buy as much milk.
Okay.
It really doesn't go bad in gas stations. I think more times than not in gas stations, there's not any milk left and there is extra milk.
I was going to say, every time I go to the gas station, it's out of milk more than they have
and that's why.
excess.
Okay.
And a lot of times with milk, they're not buying it from a wholesaler. They're actually just going to Walmart and getting it and then
really?
marking it up.
Oh, okay.
Because they don't buy enough. Unless it's a massive chain. They don't buy enough to do that. So they'll go to the store down the road and buy a few things of milk and then mark it up a couple bucks.
Got it. I was going to say that's got to be a risk for a gas station.
No, because they just
Perishable items? Yes.
Yeah. They go to Costco or Sam's and they just do their little carts. And I used to check them out at Sam's, man. They come in with just flatbeds and flatbeds. Man, what do you do? Own a gas station, man. And they buy the cigarettes. Oh, man, you see how many cigarettes they buy. Boxes
should we
and
get vending
boxes.
machines?
I already tried that.
I'm not
You
getting in anything
guys-
else
you guys-
with money because we don't get our money.
You guys
We're not doing this.
No. If you,
Like,
I
we
know,
have
I
to
see
learn.
that's in my algorithm. I get all these videos of people who are like, I
tried
made
to bring that to the show,
$8,000.
and you guys thought I was crazy.
we don't want to get into money with you. You don't give us our money.
But you would have to go fill up the vending machines.
I do have a couple ideas for us, but somebody's not going to be involved in it.
Can I
love it.
be
Eddie?
involved?
No.
Listen, I need some things.
What? You need some cash?
You need someone killed?
What's going on over there?
No, I'll tell you
You
later.
know we're still on.
I know.
I need some stuff taken care of.
I need.
I know. I need
Someone to go on vacation.
I just need some things.
You need some advice?
I don't know what things is. You're being really weird.
I know, because I was like, well, this is not the place to tell the story I was going to tell.
Do you want someone killed?
No.
I think she needs
But I
somewhere to
was.
wash some money, is what she's saying.
Let's just say I'm motivated.
What does that mean?
What is happening?
To do what?
She needs some side hustle.
Not so much side hustle.
You need money?
Nope.
What?
She needs investments.
Yeah.
Oh, she's cleaning money.
That's why I just.
But why do
what
you
it
need
is.
to
I'm motivated.
do what?
I'll tell you later. I realize this is
She's
it's
going
a,
Ozark.
It's a story, but it's not a story for here, I don't think.
What gives a run?
Let's try it out.
Because it was an emotional thing for me when it happened.
We
And
don't
I
know
was
what
like,
she's talking about,
Oh.
right, everybody?
I just think
Did you get a bunch of money? You get money left to you?
No, it's a conversation between me and my boyfriend, and I said, "Oh, you just didn't know me at that time, and so you don't know how." I literally didn't know how to log into my bank account until, 2 years ago,
I'm not gonna lie.
a year and a half ago, maybe. My entire marriage, Ben did everything,
Same.
and so
Ben did it for him too.
I had. Well, I know, you do it, which that's just I didn't want anything to do with it because I just have always been scared that I don't know how to take care of money or manage money. So I've had to rewire that part of my brain. But anytime I would get on the phone with my lawyer about anything with our fight, I would get this lump in my throat and I would just start. I didn't want to deal with it. And then now I can. I can log into my bank. I can look at spreadsheets, no problem.
Okay.
However, there's just some I need to make some moves and do some things. And there was something I was interested in doing, and my boyfriend was going to do it and like text this guy about it. And then I don't know. I'm not, I guess, I'm not in a place where this person would actually talk to me, though.
I'm only like 40% in.
Like, imagine if you think.
So she needs someone to get her in the door.
Imagine if you think, no, I don't need to get in the door. He could get me in the door. But then it was embarrassing because he's like about to send the text. And then I tell him like kind of my knowledge of what I know and things that I've done and things. And then he's like, ooh, and he deletes the text. He's like, let's hold off.
But that's one thing I'm not understanding. Like, is it?
I'm not a good enough player in the game. Like, I need to get.
Are you selling drugs?
No, she doesn't have enough money to go with that guy.
I need to wheel and deal. Like, I need to do some things to up my.
Do you need money?
Portfolio, if you will.
Do you need money? Is that what you're saying?
No, I don't know what I need. I need something because But I just was like.
But
now you're not even going to send him a text.
We don't know why the guy doesn't want to be involved.
Enough.
We don't know why he doesn't want to be involved with you.
Is it money or expertise that he doesn't want to be involved with? You don't have enough money or you don't have enough expertise?
Probably a little bit of both. Like, I don't have a diversified.
So it's just a financial planner or like a hedge fund?
Yeah, but I'm not at the level to meet. And I thought, well, because I'm your girlfriend. Like, you could. I want to diversify and do things. Like, let's do some stuff. But he's like, he basically was like, you're not. I felt very small, and then I started crying. Like, it brought back all these fears of like, dang it, I'm not good enough, or I don't know how to make good decisions with money, or I
don't fully understand. Because you don't have to.
Because I wasn't going to tell that story here, so I can't give you all the details, and now I'm sweating.
Got it.
But I almost called you because I was fired up.
What was it? What would you have asked me?
Do you have any advice for me?
And then would you have told the story the same way?
No.
Okay, thank God.
Because the answer would be no. I don't have any advice for you.
Wheelin' dealin'.
I would have told it very differently, but also now, like, I'm sweating. But it just brought up all this stuff of like, being not feeling like I'm not capable, or I don't, that I can't manage money and I'm not good with it and I suck. And I was like, thanks for that.
I don't think we have enough context to feel for you, though.
Well, man, I don't think you suck, Amy, but we can wheel and deal.
Don't wheel and deal with someone that's never wheeled and dealed. That's my first piece of advice.
I was like, I have investments with Lunchbox.
A person that's never wheel and dealed, you don't wheel and deal with.
He wheels and deals.
No, he doesn't. He literally is not wheeled and dealed anything ever.
Yeah.
What's he wheeled and dealed on?
Storage unit.
It took me forever to get paid on that.
Disney DVDs.
You were illegally buying them, and then
he
lost all his money on that.
You got busted.
I did, but I was wheeling and dealing. Like, I was making moves. Like, I started out small, and I did it exactly.
But you haven't been successfully at wheeling and dealing. Nothing.
Have you ever just felt like inadequate? Or
you were 11 when you did lawnmower.
And we were very successful. Forrest and I, we crushed it.
I feel inadequate constantly.
Yeah, but you've made smart decisions with
more times than not. I think
money.
I'm probably 60% good, but yes.
Can I readdress something that you said before Amy went on her story about
Sorry
I don't
about
know
that.
what?
Yeah. I apologize to
you
listeners.
said, and I quote, and I wrote it down, and I'm gonna just quote it back to you.
Oh.
No, you said, I have a couple of ideas for us.
Yeah,
but
I can't
one
let you be
person
involved.
won't be involved. Why would I not be allowed to
Because
be
you don't
involved?
give us our money on things.
No.
Why would I want to be involved with somebody who doesn't
How would I be allowed to be involved?
You don't give us our money.
No,
so
how would I?
Let's say he gives us the money by Friday.
At this point, no, because I've had to fight him for it. So we'll be having a secret offline meeting between people that I want to wheel and deal with,
like serious investors,
and those that have been bad partners. Why would I repartner them?
Man, I was a good partner on that storage unit, man.
No, it took me forever. I had to beg to get the money back for that.
No, you didn't.
Yes, and you had to bring a big check in because you would never give me the money.
No. We had to get rid of all the shoes. We got,
and then you kept it forever after that.
No.
Lunchbox, can you be honest about the pallet? Like, why won't you pay us? Like, what's the real
I
reason?
really wanted you guys to have a big check at the end.
We don't want that. We just want money.
We want our money.
I mean, you're not mad at Abby and her stupid cologne bottles that have made no money.
She's not sold them yet. If she sold them and had the money, we'd be like, give us the money.
You
she
are
hasn't sold them.
You're
You've
sitting
sold
on our
stuff.
cash.
You've sold stuff. Give us the money for the stuff you've sold.
Jeez, you guys are so angry.
And he won't answer the question.
No answer. Right. Okay.
Okay.
No, I really was. I wanted to make a big splash because it doesn't look as good if you only bring in
We don't care about looking
$12.
good. We want our money.
Lunchbox, just give us our money, dude.
Man.
No, see.
By Friday.
This is crazy.
So I'm just asking how
Give
I
us
get
our money by Friday.
Did he spend the money? Like, what is it?
He has until Friday to give us our money.
How do I get in on these other things?
Well, we don't.
I'm shocked.
You
I
may
don't
not
understand.
even want in on them.
Yeah,
I might though.
Give us our money.
He said he has a couple ideas, and
Easy.
Give us our money. That's all we want. Our money. Okay, we're done. Ray, good. Everybody
Hey,
good.
or we'll get a little shorty on him.